The Youth Leaders Connect conference held in Kohima saw experienced young professionals from varied fields unite and bring to fore the issues that concern the youth of the Northeast. The art and culture of various communities in Northeast India have a unique place in the country's milieu, and at the event, the speakers stressed on the need for the region to be proud of its heritage and change its thinking if it wants the youth to progress.
I truly believe that the youth of today can be trailblazers in the field of entertainment. I, as a musician, as a singer, I do believe that the youth of today, we are so full of potential, we are all so motivated, and our main problem, I feel, is that we are just too stuck in the moment. I mean, we don't think ahead, we leave the thinking to our parents or to our families or to others to do it. So I think that it's high time we change the mindset of the youth, meaning we still believe in the saying, live in the moment. So I think that we have to change the mindset of the youth to move forward.
What I really feel that's very important is, for us in Northeastern India as well, I think a lot of the decisions have been taken by parents. You know, after you finish a 10th standard, either you do science or history is taken by your parents. After you do your schooling, you go to engineering or doctorate is decided by your parents. But I think it's important that now the young generation has to start, taking your own decisions.
You got to be very focused in life, and you got to have that the want to do something to create, to want to achieve. And that's what I think each one of you should think about. And with the government giving a lot of different policies which are favorable for the upcoming new generation, I think we can achieve that. But the most important thing is you got to believe in yourself.
But I think now it's time to really relook our educational restructuring of how sports is made an important curriculum of education starting from school level. Mary Kom made such an impact this time when she came back after winning the Olympics medal. What did she talk about? She wrote an article for the editorial of the national dailies, and well, she didn't write about hi-fi sounding, high technology, big, things. She just spoke about the basics, about how we should start introducing the football ground. A football ground, basically for children to run around and play and develop this love and passion for sports. We need to get out of our complex of inferiority that we are a minority. Like I've already mentioned it before, you need to step out. Don't be afraid of making mistakes. I think the worst mistake that you make is to be apprehensive and say, okay, no, that's new territory for me, or that's something totally alien to me, I cannot get involved in that. Just step out, and I would really encourage everyone to, when I say step out, it does not only mean in terms of geography, it means in terms of your thinking, in terms of your activities.
Let us all remind ourselves that we are all responsible. I am responsible, you are responsible in changing our future, in taking our youth to the next level. So if we agree to take that as our responsibility, then I know that we can hope for a better future.
At the end of the day-long conference, Lok Sabha MP Jay Panda appealed to the youth to take charge, take positive steps, and take responsibility for changing the destiny of the Northeast.
I think it is shameful, the level of infrastructure that we have in most parts of India. And the Northeast and the Nagaland is no exception. When I come here and I see that we still don't have railways connection, we have such poor flight connections, these are things that we ought to hold the government responsible. Government ought to be doing more. But blaming the government is not enough. We must be more effective in holding government responsible. Now, what do? We mobilize. We have activism. We create public opinion.
When you look at the parliament side that into Nagaland and also to the Northeast, what is the parliament is thinking that to look at our side, that how to go about it?
I think policies concerning the Northeast ought to be at the very top of our priorities, because this is a part of the country that has only 2% border with India and 98% border with Bhutan, Myanmar, and all these other countries. We need to recognize that there is immense potential and that not enough has been done to build infrastructure, to provide economic opportunities. These ought to be the focus of Parliament. But the point I'm trying to make is, Parliament ignores the rest of India just as much as it ignores the Northeast. So you shouldn't feel bad about that. What you should do is you should voice your opinions as much as possible. And in today's world, you don't need to have the kind of size that you needed to have 20 years ago for your voice to be heard. Today, with the internet, with television, you can, if you're active enough, you can leverage your voice that it can be heard, even if your representation in Parliament may not be that large.
We definitely do not want to close this with this event, but this is just the starting of our work together. 2020, Abu has mentioned, even before that, who knows, with this group, if you are committed of what you have discussed today, if you are committed to the cause, if we have a vision for the Northeast together, definitely, before that, Northeast is going to be very powerful and people cannot ignore us anymore. Thank you very much.